Hey, I'm about to do this podcast, but I'm my partner.
Oh, what's up, partner?
His name Mark.
What's up, Mark? What's happening, bro?
Can't,
What's the word,
can't,
man?
You know, just trying to be great out here.
What we doing on that podcast, though, man?
Talking about big booty hoes. He's like, all right. I'm joking. We just talk about business and Brandon's career. You know, his journey.
Oh, okay. That's a beautiful thing, though.
all right, for sure. Love you, bro.
We got a living legend up in here today,
baby.
man.
What? Living legend.
Living legend, bro. You a living legend, bro.
Legend can mean two things.
Well, go for
It
it.
can mean you done, and you just still walking around, or it can mean you know. Because when I think of legend, I think of Dave Chappelle. You know,
You about to
Eddie.
drop a special.
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah. So you know, I love the you know, I seen young cats and be like, hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in graduate time.
we not like cause okay, so Snoop is Pappy now then.
Yeah.
Mike Epps is Pappy.
Yeah, grandpa.
I had somebody call me sir the other day. I almost punched him in his throat. You mean sir? I'm like, we look about the same age. You're like, here, sir. First of all, welcome to another episode of Killing It. You know what I'm saying? We are your hosts, Justin Hyers.
London Brown.
BT Kingsley.
I'm excited, man. I get excited anytime we get to really sit down with somebody that I feel like has really been killing it for a long time in the game. Brandon is my first, I would say, celebrity friend in Hollywood. Like, you know, when you move out here,
Right.
you're like, he a celebrity. He on TV. You know? You know what I'm saying? I used to go around to his crib when you was in North Hollywood.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So we go way back, but I got to give these credits. Every episode we don't give credits because some don't. They don't have enough to be listed off, okay?
yeah,
but then
no,
there's
it's
certain,
cool.
the Lamornes, there's certain
Yeah.
people where it's like, I gotta list the credits.
Okay.
So I gotta list the credits, man. Roll Bounce, Tropic Thunder, Percy Jackson, Wildin' Out, Big Mama's House 3, Lottery Ticket, Family Business New Orleans, and he got a new special right now on Zeus called Chest Out.
Yeah.
The one and only Brandon T. Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How you doing, bro? How you feeling?
I feel liberated. I feel great. I feel like life is I'm optimistic. I'm grinding per usual. You know, I think I'm trying to stay innovative, you know.
What's making you feel liberated? Like, what has happened for you to feel liberated?
I mean, you know, okay, example. So we got these conglomerations that's going on with Netflix, Warner Brothers. All this is just like, you know, my show got picked up for another season. You know,
Praise God.
yeah, but see, praise God. You'd be like, oh, praise God, we did it, right? Then they'd be like, the president of BET is fired. And they'd be like, oh, Paramount is buying, Netflix is buying, Warner Brothers. All this is going on. Even though you got another season, you're waiting for these things to happen. This has nothing to do with you.
Right.
The Beverly Hills Cop thing had nothing to do with me or Eddie. You know what I
Right.
mean? At the time. And it was literally bureaucracy of things that go on. So I did the math on that. It's like every time I have a series or something happens like that where I'm leading in, is this bureaucracy thing that happens. I swear.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I see what the Matrix is doing. Not to be deep. I'm like, okay, I see what so it's like it causes me to just create and just do it, you know? And then you gotta deal with the algorithms, people not seeing it. Now with the special, that was done independently, and it was licensed to Zeus. So that was a BTJ Inc., Brandon T. Jackson Inc. Production. Making a Brand, Brandon T. Jackson Inc. production. And as you saw, if you were seeing it, we splashed that everywhere. We blitzed it.
Right.
Yeah, y'all did.
Y'all was like, what the
It
hold
looks
on,
great. It's funny and it looks great.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
And I think it's a solid foundation for what I want to do.
We got to talk about the special. Let's start there.
Okay.
So, first of all, it looks amazing.
BTJ Production.
Yeah, it
Shout out
looks
to Tony Pate.
amazing. You can even with if BTJ Productions is independent production. I mean, what the.
Yeah.
I don't know. The lines are for independent versus conglomerate
Yeah.
are getting very, very blurry.
Shout out to Stiller for that.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller is one of my film mentors. Like Tropic Thunder was one of those situations where I learned how to be a filmmaker.
Right.
And I've always wanted to. Remember, we always say we need to do our own stuff.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I always wanted to be what Tyler Perry was. I was like, if I could be Tyler Perry and Will Smith.
Yeah.
I'm arguing right now with my producer about lenses because we're on a budget. I'm like, nah, man, we got to get this. Like, I don't like bootleg looking productions, man.
Right.
I just can't stand it. It's a pet peeve. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
well, yes, and it's also hilarious. It
Thank
feels like the jokes are like a buffet of all your favorite things. Anybody that knows you that wants to hear stuff from Brandon J, it's like you got them all in. It's like, oh yeah, what's up, Tropic Thunder? It's
Yeah.
like, what was the decision to make it feel like that, or is this the hour that you had been working on for a while?
Well, it was multiple things that's going on with that special. Actually, I had a whole nother material I wanted to do, and I was realizing like, I just can't come out and do a whole special, and people haven't seen me for 7 years. You know, even now, a lot of arguments on the blog is like, you know, they were like, so wait, like the haters was like, you know, whatever they were saying, and then the people that were backing is going, time out, we don't like them because we haven't seen them.
Right. That didn't make no sense.
No, it was a big chain of just arguments, like, and people go back, first of all, because you got Z's and you got millennials. And the Z's and millennials got this kind of weird kind of back and forth online, if you notice it in the comment section. Like, we are the last Mohicans of what's great, I believe. And I think Z's want to be that, but they kind of had to do this kind of crazy thing to get their attention to go do that. Does that make sense? Like,
Absolutely.
we were always reaching to be like Eddie, Will, Martin, and the greats, and like they're reaching to be us, but it's almost like we didn't have the footing because of the algorithms. And they learned the algorithms, so they had to be extra crazy. So it's kind of this, you know, weird social thing. But anyways, I'm saying that because I couldn't do the other material. I'm like, look, I've been gone for 7 years. I went on a spiritual journey, and I had to remind people who I am and what I've done. So I kind of just took a homage of all the movies I did and made a commercial in the first 22. You see what I'm saying? The first 22 minutes is just a big commercial. Who's Brandon T. Jackson? It's a branding piece.
Yeah.
Like almost like a reintroduction to Young Archie.
Yeah, it's like we haven't seen him. He got locks now. Who is it? I mean, I look different now from then. You know, I look more like I did back then than I did in the special. And at the time, I was shooting Family Business. I didn't want to cut my hair, so I was like, you know, we got to do this. I rented this place out. I got my crews. You know, got the audience. Went online. Said, you want tickets? $5 tickets to come see a live taping. Just kept running ads. We got the audience full, and then, you know, we did 2 shows and we rocked it out.
How many cameras did you use to shoot that?
Like 5.
Woo.
It's not that bad.
It looks so great. I'm gonna hit you up whenever I shoot mine.
God,
That's how great it look.
Well, I was trying to bring back the cinematic specials.
I agree.
Like, I
That's
hate.
what I was gonna say. The way it moves is almost like I kind of liken it to Kings of Comedy, where just the camera is just moving on that on the track, and it's
And I would say Martin
It's
Lawrence, you
moving-
so crazy.
Yep, it's moving to the pace of the jokes. What people don't realize, you gotta move your I can't stand pop-ins.
Me either.
And you know what? Kevin learned a cool way with his style of comedy, how to use the pop-in with the timing. So when he goes, he'd be like that, boom, it'd be like, it pops. Leslie and them, they found his rhythm, so when he goes, it pops to one thing. He's a popper. His comedy is poppy. Mine is laid back in a way where I'm telling a story, going into characters, and I slowed the pace down because I used to be very like erratic and high pitch and fast and I'm like, yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember.
And it's like,
I was there too.
Yeah.
But with age, we started to slow it down.
No one's gonna watch it.
Yeah.
You know, no
Too
one's
much.
gonna watch. I watched myself on camera, being like, "What's up, man? What are you?" It's like this rapid fire thing. And as comics, you got, and as at my strong suit, everyone knows as an actor, you know. So I got to put myself in situations like a one-man show to do stage work. You know, commentary is good, but I'm noticing commentary that doesn't hit as hard as when people see me going to something else. So that's kind of why I did it in a way where it's cinematic film. If I did it to TV,
right,
it wouldn't have, you know, we shot back, boom, lens flare, boom, you know, side shot. It's going with the rhythm.
And the lighting was clean. It was done well, man.
Joker.
Oh, that's where you got that
Purple
purple.
and the green kind of.
That's hilarious. You know what your face just said? Your face just said, it's out, it exists, people are seeing it, and now I can tell you my inspiration. That scene in Joker when he's at the on the nighttime talk show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or in the clubs.
Yep.
Even in the clubs when he's doing the material.
Me and the director, we came
beautiful.
up with that. We was like, because we were trying to find what is the most cinematic way you can shoot a special without it being too, you know, I'm not gonna name anybody else's specials, but if you look at some people that's doing it, some of it is lit way too dark for, you know, skin tones, or so we did browns and the backlighting of you know, it was just it was a Joker with a lot of lens flares with that. So I don't know where I'm gonna go next with it, with Classy Rebel. Probably I'll do some film noir type vibes. I'm writing Classy Rebel now. I got to figure that one out.
Hold on, I want to know before we get out the stand up, the special. How long do Zeus has it for? Like, how long is that license for?
Am I allowed to say that? I don't know if I can say it. Can I say that?
Yeah, why can't you?
Cause
I mean, you don't have to.
Where my manager? Can it? No. No, it's so weird though. As a talent doing business, now you can't really. I mean, I could discuss it, but it's like they got a couple years.
Okay.
So
I mean, cause we discussed some like business stuff on this show too, just so people can know, like, okay, they got it for 2 years, I own it, and then after 2 years, I could then shop it to another platform if I want to.
Yeah,
But
you can, and I'm just so like the whole licensing thing is the whole monetization of content now is just.
Did Lemmy
really,
Diddy you? Did he fucking?
What? No. No.
Like I done signed all your shit to me.
No. Lemmy's very, very good to work with when it pertains. Like the image you guys see a lot on TV, it's a for him it's kind of a facade. You know, I know Lemmy since we were like 7 years old. You know what I mean? We're childhood friends. We both grew up in Detroit.
The creator of Zeus. Anybody wondering? Yeah.
We both grew up in Detroit. His dad and my dad. Okay, this is how deep it is. His dad owned the Christian Television Network. My dad's a pastor. My dad was the talent on his network.
Oh, wow. That's layered.
So when it was time, when I came out to LA, I said, "Let me come out to LA. I got a job for you. Come." He used to work for me.
I remember. That's how long I've known you. I remember that.
And then now he's a billionaire. So he's doing something right. He's doing something right, guys.
But that, I mean, on that same note, the special does a lot of different things. One, it's hilarious. It shows you in this hilarious light as a stand-up comic for the people that are not in the know. Two, it's beautiful, and you're creating the visuals for what stand-up can be when it's shot correctly. Yeah. Three, it's also innovative in the essence of it's on the Zeus Network. Because this is the first one that they do, correct? This is the first special that they've ever done.
First one they ever did.
Yeah, this is not particularly a world that they live in, but we know that they have a huge audience. Yeah. So what is the decision to end up going with Zeus, and how does that?
I knew it was going to be seen, so you know, Netflix gave me an offer for something. I won't talk about that too much because I definitely want to do business Netflix in the future also. But Hulu told me they loved it, but you get your numbers up, nigga. Pretty much.
What you mean, like social media?
Yeah.
Man, we were just talking about that.
What's your analytics?
We were just talking
about that. This looks amazing. How many people gonna watch this? So,
wow. Hulu said that, but Netflix did it.
Netflix is just, you know, they weren't in the business of doing any specials at the time. They're just done with them because. And Lemmy told me why, as you got to look at the platforms. I always look at the platforms business before I just talk about art. Because now we're in the business, we got kids to feed, we got things to do. So what problems with specials is that it's not a series. It's one hit, people go, oh yeah, that was cool, and they go out.
Yeah.
You want to keep people on the platform as long as possible, engaging. That's why some of his other IPs do well. I think what he was doing for this was a commercial piece for Zeus to show that we also have, you know, we're expanding our library. Stay tuned. But to be honest, you would have to have a series of comedians, a series of aggregated people. Hopefully, that's what we're going to work on. That we can, you know, stick into that formula. But his audience is female based in 18 to 35 that likes loud material. You know, are they gonna sit down and watch, male comics do comedy without fights and fighting over a girl or relationship stuff. So
Right.
So we need to create a stand-up series with female comics fighting.
Or it would be like let's let the baddies stand-up competition. That's what they would want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, or but some of that stuff don't work because the baddies like to interact with the baddies, and it's just a lot of. So I mean, I'm not really, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to do their programming over there. So, but I would say that he's found a niche and an audience that really are fanatical about what they love, and that's what anybody want to find in comedy. And I mean, live comedy is, I feel like it's kind of dying.
You think? I don't think live comedy is dying.
No, I mean, like, not like that. How to explain it? Like
it's tough though.
The place to put it, or the like. There, where are we? Where's HBO?
I see what you're
Def
saying
Jam?
with that. Yeah. This is what I wanted to talk about, man, because I've seen, other than your childhood, I've seen every version of Brandon T. Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I came out here, you had just finished filming Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
That's when I moved out here. I remember you were showing me pictures from set. He's like, yeah, I got this movie coming out, Tropic Thunder. I was like, oh shit, Robert Downey Jr. You know what I'm saying? Before we get in, I want to discuss Tropic Thunder. I want to talk about all of that. But this is what I want to know. You came back into acting, right?
Yeah.
What made you become super religious? And then what was the decision to come back into the entertainment business? But first, what was the decision to go?
It sparked it. I was going through a court case with my daughter's mother, and I got so mad because I kept losing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Tyrese is not crying for no reason. I just didn't do it on the internet. No,
Right.
for real. It's true. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
What's your baby?
I literally want to do a documentary about this. You know what I mean? But the court system and different things is it's ridiculous. So I got so upset that I started to say, what is the higher order? I'm like, God. I remember I was walking around with a Bible at the court, like, in the name of Jesus, I bind these demonic child support spirits, God. I was wilding there. Because I was like, this has to be, only God can allow this infrastructure to take advantage of men like this. You see, and it's all Latino and black men in there. So I'm like, this is set up. Like, come on. Like in a video game, you go in a video game, the program is, okay, let's get a bunch of, like, how is it all Latino and black men? You know, I saw Kel Mitchell in there, but hey man, look, you going to the audition? Like, we leave audition and we in court. Like, hey man, did you get it?
You try to see your baby, huh? Yeah, me too, man.
For real.
Dead ass.
And it's like, and it became this program. Like, this is a program. You know, this is not even real. So I was like, gotta be something higher. So I started getting into, like, universal law and the law, statutory law versus, it's just a lot. I didn't want to get too deep, but what is the law that allows this bullshit to happen? And I started learning the certain laws, spiritual laws, that then took me into another, I won't say another, but if you were religious or you understand Christ, what Christ was teaching, the spirit of the law and the legalistics of the law is what ties us up in America. The legalese. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You read all that stuff, you're like, what is this even saying? You ever see that dude that was the dude, double murder, what's his name? The dude that he represented himself in court.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with y'all, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not playing with y'all today. I know exactly
I
what
was
you're
like, bro, that's how you end up if you don't know their system. And I've seen brothers just be self-defense, like just trying to, and look, Yana, I'm trying to say what they're like. Okay, that motion to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So look who calling while I'm talking.
What up, man? It's your boy BT Kingsley, man. Killin the Pod is here. Been a great time, man. Subscribe to the page. You here? Press that button.
Attorney.
My attorney calling. That's hilarious. Hold on, Rick. Hold on. That's crazy. The Matrix. Hey, Adam. No, I'm on a podcast right now. What? That's crazy because we're literally talking about you, or not you, but law and the lawyers in life on this podcast, and then you call.
He's like, you better be saying allegedly, you mother.
Nothing like that.
I'll sue your black ass.
It's good stuff.
I'll sue your black ass right now. He's on the phone with his lawyer. Anybody that's listening on audio.
Yeah,
right
no,
now,
I got you.
phone
No, I
with-
got you. No, we not. No, you just called when I only answered because you. We were literally talking about like.
Well, why did you pick
Like
up the fucking
law.
phone, Brandon, if you could have speak to me?
Anyways.
Goddamn lawyer. That's it.
I'll call you in a minute.
You're
Yeah,
fucking
it's
done with me, buddy. You're
it's
fired.
It's a unique situation because I know, one, we know that the system is set up to break up the black family. Two, we know that they want to that everything's on the other side's favor for child support and making you even something the baby ain't yours, but you was there close enough.
Yep.
And you sniffed the birth certificate, so you. It's like, but as soon as you say, "I want to see my child, I want to spend time with my child," now it's like, wait, but y'all want I want to be present.
Yep.
Me and her aren't whatever, but I want to be present. So why is this
Oh,
an issue?
do you?
Yeah.
Right.
Great. How do we
Here we go.
leverage that?
We got one of those. This guy wants to be a father. It's
No,
like,
they take advantage of. Oh, he wants to be a father. Okay, I don't want to be no father. They take advantage of that. So you
Yeah.
damn if you do, you damn if you don't.
Right.
And so basically, you saying the law was so messed up for you to try to get your that's what turned you to become super religious.
That went into other laws of what the law is and the spiritual law, and then I started getting into understanding, which I don't want to talk about the spirituality of the law of what I was in. The only reason why the internet spins what you say. Not even what you say is like they don't understand the level, and the people that understand and know what I'm talking about know what I'm saying. But people that don't understand what I'm saying, when you speak law, there's one section of the Bible that's originally called the law. So I went into studying that, and I was thinking that if that is the true law of the realm, then I need to follow this to get over the law of what they're doing, so God can give me favor into this. And then I just went into more in depth.
Yeah, you had to go in a rabbit hole to find the answers you needed.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then what was the moment when you said "fuck the law"? I didn't. Nah, you didn't say "fuck the law."
I mean,
But what was,
I didn't say fuck the
when you were
law.
like "fuck all this," I gotta get back on TV. Like,
'Cause, the law wasn't paying no bills. I was broke as fuck. But I was only broke. That's not the truth. It's like I didn't use wisdom on how I went about what I did. I would say it's not just the money situation. That was a big factor of going. You know what? I got to get back to work because, preaching to the choir on a farm while your kids are in L.A.
Right.
and your wife is lost and don't know what's going on, and you got a sheet on talking about if that was be thee, like nigga, go to work. You know what I mean?
If thou's be the
Yeah, I'm like, I'm over here, and it's like we need food. Thou was needed food. Kill thy swine. Like come on, man, it's too much. I was way too much, and I can admit that because when I'm passionate about something that I feel is true, I go fully in on it.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I learned, balance. And I don't think any of brothers and sisters that understand the spirituality is just like, you can't tell someone to leave everything unless we're all leaving everything. That's my issue.
Yeah.
Like you can't say leave Babylon and come over here, but donate the money here.
right.
From Babylon? What the fuck are we
right,
doing?
right.
You told me to leave my job.
Right.
And that's where the Akmak Badak story came in. It's the mentality of the leave Babylon mentality. Now, are we talking about spiritually? Are we talking about? But no, they mean like physically leave it and come into their fold to teach more people to leave it. But then you come into this problem of niggas don't want to farm.
Yeah.
Niggas don't want to cut goats and sheep and
I said, but what about the TV? How am I watch TV? How am I get on Instagram?
Right.
Where's my PlayStation? It's like,
Right.
because you really want to be that. Like there was communities where the Amish are really doing that. Like all these spiritual leaders that the kingdom is here now and all this stuff is going on. Like you're still on the internet, and when people say, then I really want to make this very clear. I hope you clip this right here. For everybody that's in that spirituality understanding of God, and I believe it is to be true what I'm saying, but the people that misunderstand things are the same. So let me give you this real quick. Everything you put out on the internet is owned by the same people you say you don't like.
right.
Everything I want y'all to see this. Every dollar you spend is owned by the same people you say you don't like. Everything you say. So when y'all DMing me about, brother, you have went back into you are in the world the same way using the same shit.
You sending me a message on IG.
Yeah. You on IG sending me a message about how I'm in the world. What's the difference from me being on? If I were to put my special on Zeus, is that in the world? No, it's because it looks good.
Right.
It's like everything with God has to look bootleg, you know what I mean, and whack. So things look shiny. It looks great. It's a piece of art, and the art base is like, oh, he's the devil.
Yeah, you're such a creative man, because in the special you have images that was in the marketing and in the special of like you being lost in the desert. In the desert. It's like, yeah.
That shit real.
Yeah,
I was.
So with going through those kind of traumatic moments, when you're looking for comfort, who do you call? Who's the first person you call?
I couldn't call nobody. I called Muhammad Hishama. I called Khahbab Blahek. And Mabacha, whatever the names is.
I was like, are these real names?
No, I'm just saying, like, it becomes, you call a community of your favorite community. They'll tell you need to do this. You call your wife, she be like, this. I really only call them God at this point.
You feel like you couldn't talk to your dad? Your dad a pastor?
Not at the time, because I was telling him he was the devil. so I could call him. But you the devil, give me $500, Dad, please. So at the time,
not at the time.
I could. I was preaching against what he was preaching against. You know, everything. I was alone. I was fully alone. I was preaching against everybody. I was preaching against Hollywood, preaching against the church, preaching against the family. It's like, then you're like by yourself, like, what are you waiting for? It's like,
so how did you come around, if you will? What?
God was like, nigga, what are you doing? You know, it's like the spirit was talking to you, like, okay. And I think it was a bigger humbling lesson or something. God was trying to teach me something. It goes with me every day on what's the truth of what I was learning, or the actual Wizard of Oz of this is already inside of you thing. I think it was one of those lessons, but I don't know, man. I got to a point where I kind of was like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, what are we doing here? Like, what is the, oh, I know what it was. I challenged the whole situation. Because if we're gonna go full out, we gotta go full out.
Right.
All right. So this is towards the end of when I kind of woke up out of being woke, but I didn't go back to sleep. But I understood that there's extremism to everything. Mm-hmm. So we built a nation, and it's not that hard to have a nation. You know that, right? It's not like
you said to build a cult. What you mean?
No, a nation. See. No, seriously. Like, it's funny. Okay,
I'm the ratchet nigga on the show.
No, I love it. No, I love it.
Yeah.
No, I like that perspective, because most people don't understand. You could actually just really like file a nation for it to be recognized.
Right.
Like legally.
Yeah. I mean, how does a nation become a nation?
I don't know.
Let's ask. How does a nation become a nation?
I don't know. My brain went.
Anybody?
My brain literally went. This is how dumb I am. My brain went nation, a domination. That's how fucking stupid I am.
It checked out.
My brain said nation, a domination.
Hey man, I had to spell a Wi-Fi password for him yesterday. So
I love it.
He may not be the best person to ask, but I don't know. I would think you had to go file documents.
We had to learn. We had to get this lesson from you.
I mean, I really, I just don't want to get into it.
If you said you don't know either.
No, I do know.
Oh, okay.
I do know. So to be a nation, it's all these legalese and things that you got to learn, and you got to but you got to be recognized by other nations.
Yes.
To really be a nation. So in order to be recognized, you can have, if certain African countries recognize you, then it's like, but what value do you bring to the earth being another nation? Like, there's mad nations out here you guys never heard of. And they could be small nations. There's nations of 2,000-3,000 people. That really have their own land, they have their own currency. What the fact that we don't even understand how to become a nation as black people. You ask a white guy, how did this nation start? How did America start? You guys know this?
We're talking post 13 colonies after they come over?
I'm talking about the stuff we got right now with all this stuff we learned in history class. Mm-hmm. A bunch of motherfuckers got together and wrote up an agreement.
Declaration,
right.
Yeah.
Declaration of Independence, you know, and they declared that they were a nation. And from there on, they just kept declaring it, and it became a nation.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
You know. So with that, I was rounding up a lot of the brothers in the spirituality to declare that we're a nation, which they will say we're a nation, but then they won't be a nation because Christ got to come back or some other stuff, and people argue that, and then you're trying to do the things that God is doing and this, but it's just actually a simple thing that Christ already told us to do, was to love our neighbor as I love ourselves. So we put a currency called love, kingdom currency, love currency.
I remember that.
And it was easy to, and it wouldn't affect the American dollar. It actually was a genius idea. It actually would stimulate the economy and the economy here in both nations.
Yeah.
So when I realized niggas want to be slaves, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't care
You
anymore.
stop the fight. You just.
I'm like, they want, like, you can't, you want to preach all day. I could, you know what I mean? It's like, it's dumb.
Right.
Like, if we're gonna do this, let's do it. I hate fake revolutions.
Yeah, if we're gonna do the revolution, do it. You was all the way in.
You was about that life.
Bro, if we're gonna be in the revolution, then let's do it. Are we not doing this? Hey, niggas, you should have told me we're not doing a real revolution.
I went back to work.
I would say this: your heart was in the right place, and I know it came from like pure intention. Everything that you was doing. Yeah. So I saw that. What you got?
The way it feels for me is it didn't take. I'm not gonna say it didn't take a lot to get you there. I'm saying you had a very, very unique perspective because you were a high level star. You had
I'm still a star.
you
can't unbe a star.
Absolutely, but
That's
I'm saying
problem.
you had
I'm gonna say about that later. But
you had so much success very early in your career. Your perspective is different than most people, different than a lot of people that's ever walked this earth.
Yeah.
How was that early on journey? Those first things that happened, the first credits, the first major, when just showing up, and Tropic Thunder is like, what is that energy like when you're first killing it? It's like
I was just going, bro. I thought it was normal.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I belong. I'm like, okay. Like I think that subconsciously, if I really want to do that again, I could do it. I don't know if I don't know if I really want that again anymore. I don't know. We'll see. I want pieces of it. And then I don't want to get. I don't want to just be. Like, I've been famous since I was 19, so fame doesn't drive me anymore. The art drives me. Sometimes I look at films like, dang, that shit is hot. Oh, whatever. But I was just going, bro. I'm like, okay, now I need to work with Martin. Okay, now I need to work with Eddie. Now I need to work. Hey, listen, this is what I am. I'm a hybrid of this and that. Let's make it happen. Let's work it.
What do you think has turned you away from that?
Not really turn me away. I just don't thirst. I don't thirst for something fully that man can give me and control me by. I mean, I love art, but you're not gonna don't control me with the whole thing. I mean, it's like the shiny ball it's not appealing that much.
So many things happen. I won't say in a shorter period of time, but so many things happen. When you were on fire, you were on fire. You know what I'm saying? And obviously you still on fire. You're still Brandon T. Jackson. You take the break, but
studio fire.
Yeah. So I don't. From the outside looking in, I can't even understand how things happen between Percy Jackson, lottery ticket. It's like, how do all these things happen? Like, what's the sequence? What happens first?
But it started with Laugh Factory, right?
Laugh Factory.
So yeah, tell that story.
Bro. I'm about to run again. Watch what I do. I'm about to run. It's just when I feel like.
Just to be clear, for me, you still up there.
I know what I'm saying, but like, seeing you again, like we blitzed the damn internet with the special. It was like, bah, and it went away. Like, it's a button, you know what I mean? That we could just be like, okay, we got everything. Let's move it. Let's dispatch it out in that way. And being innovative is always, my thing. I try not to go too innovative where you get lost with the people. But, bro, I was just running, man. I get these things where I just go. I really don't even think. It's like a feeling. I just run and go. And when I get that feeling, it kind of, the universe, or what we call it, whatever realm we in, catches up and just there's residuals. So if you would see it in order, it would be Laugh Factory, Roll Bounce.
Laugh Factory, Chocolate Sunday, right?
Chocolate
You had
Sundays.
an amazing set. Somebody seen you.
Somebody saw me sign a CAA. Then you have Roll Bounce.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay, and we talked to Cleo about that cast, and it was like, golly, that's a lot.
Well, I did have a question
Yeah.
for you
What's
because
up?
we had Cleo Thomas on from Roll Bounce, and we were just saying how stacked that cast was.
Yeah.
With great talent. And my question was, who got the most ass on set?
I think me and Bow Wow.
Yeah, you're about okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, can we even say that now?
Yeah,
What the
I said
hell?
Wesley Jonathan. I said he might have been sniping them off on the low.
He was definitely.
Yeah.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
He definitely was.
Yeah, oh, I know, because I was saying he was before the Michael B. Jordan Creed
Yeah,
body.
yeah,
So he
yeah.
was the first like young black body that we was like, God damn, this
yeah, I
nigga's
was thinking
in
about
sh-.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
so-
you had Bow and all his hip hop stats. You had you and all your comedy
You got
stats.
the
It was
comedy.
like-
I was a new guy
yeah.
at the
New
time.
funny
Who's
one?
this new guy?
Yeah.
I was a new guy, new face.
Okay, so Roll Bounce, and then
In between, Chris Brown tour, hosted that for like 2 years.
remember that.
Chris Brown, the other Millennial tours.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Franchise Boys, Lil Wayne, T-Pain. That's how I met T-Pain.
You got,
Oh,
you got
wow.
Neo.
any crazy tour stories?
Oh my God.
Like, which one?
Share one, man.
Can't remember that shit.
You
I
can't.
don't know, bro. That's a blur. I mean, we just on the bus, and then I could say something, but I won't because Chris Brown is one of my good friends, and I just would. But it was you know, I was there when the inception of Rihanna and Chris was happening. I was
Gotcha.
there watching it, like, happen. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that's a girl from Ponder Replay. Why she on the bus?
Yeah.
Oh shit, they about to start. Are they dating? No, are they doing music together? So I've seen a lot of like that kind of 23 city tour on a bus. My bunk was right there. Chris Brown was in the back bunk, and he's like, if you're on a bus, you got the back suite and you got the bunks. So he had the back suite. He'd be making music, and I remember I was like, "What you gonna do?" Because Omarion was the one back then. And,
Yeah.
and he was like, I was like, what you gonna do? Because you got served, and
Right.
I said, what you gonna do? Omarion starts. I forgot what I said. Starts this. I said, Omarion. I said something like, what you gonna do about Marion's dancing? He's like, I'm just gonna dance harder. I was like, what you gonna do about this? He's like, I'm just gonna do it better. He just kept saying, I was like, what you gonna do about? So I remember having this conversation. We was on the side of the stage. He was singing. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it better. I'm just gonna do everything better. I'm like, 20 years later, I'm like, nigga was like,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he lived
I
up
never
to
forget that. I never forget when Chris Brown flipped off the damn stage. That's when I knew this shit was crazy. Nigga, we was at a baseball field. This is when he was, and this is the Run It tour. I was on the Run It tour. Yeah. So this one, Run It was out. We was doing House of Blues. I've been on 3 tours with Chris. Wow. The House of Blues first tour, Up Close and Personal, and I forgot the other, whatever, the name of it. But I was their comedian for the tour. I would get everybody. And that was the first time Chris Brown seen a comedian. Because he was young. He was like 15, 16. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I would remake his songs because it was a young crowd. I would remake his songs and do parody versions of his songs and do stand up and Jones. The people, everybody would love it, crazy. And then Chris would it's like he would just he would go back and watch the tapes and do it better. I'm like, this motherfucker's a beast. We was at a baseball field, man, and the stage was probably. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, y'all can't see it on the camera, but y'all see how high I'm looking up. I'm gonna say the stage was probably that high up, but we had to look up. This bro, man, he flipped off the stage with the
the Jesus flip.
The Jesus flip,
Yeah.
straight leg. This is a 17-year-old Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I was like, this nigga cold. This shit. I said, we're fucked, bro. I can't top this. Cause back in the day, we would just try to top people's celebrity.
Yeah.
When you're young, you're like, you're not a singer, but I could be one. Cause we just start doing songs and being. That's the ego in us. Be like, we're trying different things, and you start measuring people up. It's like, if he dance better than me, if he sings better than me, he gonna get all the movie roles. You start to think, when we're young,
Wow.
and then it's like, I was like, nobody can top this dude.
You like, he light skinned, he taller than me, he could sing, he could dance.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, it's a rap. I gotta stick to these damn jokes because this nigga's
About to say,
but then he was funny too. Chris was funny.
but he not your level funny.
No, I mean, off man.
Oh, off
if
camera
you take
he is?
off that, yeah.
That's
Chris
true.
is
I have heard
hilarious.
him. I seen him on the games and shit like that. He
Yeah, I was
is
about
funny.
to say, yeah.
T-Pain is funny too.
T-Pain is funny.
I
Yeah,
ended up
funny.
randomly on Call of Duty, like playing with Chris hella randomly.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah, I play Call of Duty all the time. And me and my homeboys are playing, and one of my dogs is really good, Nick Bankshot. And
Yeah.
then it was like a trickle down, and he was just like, in our lobby, it was like, yeah, Breezy finna jump on. It was like, and it literally says Breezy. I was like, that's Chris fucking Brown. And every now and then he'd unmute, and you'd hear songs in the background. But when we'd be playing,
Yeah.
he would like just be talking shit, and the shit would be hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
Cause I see him and Jackie Long be playing. Jackie Long started posting.
Was Jackie in there? Was in there too?
Yeah, he started
They
posting.
streaming and playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that. When do y'all have time to play video games?
When he got as much money as he got, it's whenever he not performing. He can do whatever the hell he
Jesus
wants.
Yeah,
Christ.
he did the little down season.
Financial freedom is the real freedom,
well,
bro.
yeah, it is a freedom because he got kids. I got kids too. Yeah, listen, bro. I've been trying to play. Every time I play, it's like I got shit to do. I got to hustle.
Man,
So,
I wanted to ask you this, man. Tropic Thunder, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We got. Have you ever told the story? Maybe you have. I haven't seen all your interviews, but I keep up with you.
yeah.
Have you ever told like the behind the scenes story of how you got Tropic Thunder? Because I think a lot of people know Mos Def originally had that role.
I don't tell anybody that, but he said it first.
No, I've heard that on some. Oh,
you have?
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've never said that.
No, I don't know.
I don't remember ever saying that.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Most Def did all right. Okay, he's doing okay. But how I got a movie? I'll say mine.
I was the understudy of. I actually didn't get the role. I was number 2, and then I don't know. It was a time where Dave Chappelle was going through all his stuff, and Mos Def and them were like they were hanging out. Became like a
Him and Talib, I think, them three.
Yeah, they were, floating into the rebelness of that we all do in this industry, and we realized, oh shoot, get back to work, nigga. So what happened with that was I auditioned probably like 18 times for Ben Stiller. Just kept auditioning. He was like, there's something not right. I'm like, oh, I mean, do I got the part? Even bring him back in. Do it this way. Do it that way. Do it this way. Do it that way. Ben Stiller, he drills you. I got a T-shirt that says, I survived Ben Stiller's comedy death camp. He has a comedy death camp. Like it's the highest level of drill that I've ever seen in filmmaking. It's like Spielberg with comedy, because he shoots it like a drama, but it's funny, and he wants it a certain way, and he sees it, and it's like you gotta hit it. So I can't thinking back on how challenging that was. I can't believe I even got through that, but I just kept going, and they were like, you didn't get the role, you were too young, and I kept saying, man, Soulja Boy's a rapper, like he could be a young rapper. So you don't match up well with. You look too young, according to with Ben Stiller. All these guys, you're just too young. And I was like, forget it. And then, good old God.
Yeah.
Allowed Mos Def to show up late one day to a table read. And they got that call. I was like, yeah, man. I thinking back at it, that was crazy. I got a call. I was in Ralph's. Getting ramen noodles. I was broke as hell trying to figure it out. And Ben Stiller, hey Brandon T. Jackson, we got Ben Stiller, we got Stills on for you. Hey Brandon, I hear explosions in the background.
So they were already filming.
They were already filming.
Oh wow.
My first day, I do a screen test with costumes here. They rushed me to the screen test at Paramount Universal, even though it's Paramount Film. Universal, I think we were using their lot. Rushed there. Had to put all the stuff on. I still got those pictures too. Do all the pictures. Had to send it to that. Ben Stiller would tell them. There was no Zoom back then. So they would just call, say, no, switch that, switch that. They would email the pictures over and all that. So I'm just in costumes, different costumes for a week, and it's just doing screen tests and and then I fly in.
And where you fly to?
Hawaii.
Okay.
And I flew to Hawaii like like 3 days later, bro, and I was shooting that scene.
Wow.
The opening scene where I'm like, it's Brooklyn, motherfucker, or whatever I said. I forgot what I said. That shit.
I think that's right.
Yeah, and I've never been on any stunt work. I would never forget how nervous I was. That's all instinct. I don't know what camera, what anything is.
Oh wow,
bro, it was explosion. That shit was real. They was exploding. That wasn't no damn CGI. It was like a little bit, but they were blowing stunts, bodies flying up. So you have to hit the cues. So Ben's like, when that body flies up, you drag. No, it's crazy. It's cues. It's like a stage.
Yeah, you can't fuck that up.
Can't fuck it up because that's a whole damn setup.
And they got to start it all over again.
That's time. Money is time.
Money is time. So it's like if this body fly up and you're not at that mark while saying your lines, nigga. Wow. I was rehearsing every night, all night, every night. I was drilling like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Nigga, you get there, that's all instinct. Nothing I thought about that I said I was gonna do. I didn't do.
Wow.
I just went instinct. That whole he be bagging tag before that shit I was doing. I was carrying whatever the dead dude, and then I was acting like, I think that's one thing he laughed when I was overplaying. That really got his attention in audition. The cigarette.
A little wiggling, yeah.
Wiggling a cigarette. I did that in audition.
Okay.
And I overdid the in the movie I was overdoing this black 60s accent because we were supposed to be in a Apocalypse Now type film.
Yeah.
So I look at Apocalypse Now type films and I overextend and exaggerate how black people talk back then.
Right.
He be a Gucci motherfucker. Come on now. Like the extra bullshit.
Right.
You know, and it's like satire, so you can go on the line of realism and exaggerate it. I love satire.
Yeah.
So it's like, because it's like, what the fuck are we doing? So, you know, and then the whole booty sweat thing, I did that in the audition where I knew there was cameras there, so I was doing a plug for my Ciroc. I mean, oops, that's a Ciroc. For my,
Nigga, somewhere in the world right now, Diddy butthole got moist.
oh my God.
Too much, I know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I think that was placed on product placement.
Was he the inspiration?
I think that I do think that a lot of rappers in that was the inspiration for. It was like a conglomerate of that, and it's kind of like an archetype of that caricature of an actor. I mean, of a rapper mogul in a movie. Was that a lie? I'm sorry.
No. That's beautiful.
That's great, bro.
I mean, and now coming off, going into how different is that for lottery tickets?
You cut back to me like this.
Put the shades on.
Yeah, so you cut to you on this, you cut back to me, I'm like this.
Those some nice shades. Oh, those Ray-Bans too.
Yeah, I got my other ones, my Dior's in the car. I just love like that old style filmmaking back in the day where the guys were in the Ray-Bans and they're churning it in the old like film noir.
Yeah, we like crossing legs.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we like crossing legs.
Cross legs.
Get your money right to cross your legs.
You know, that old style, like, yes, I just did a picture last, you know. I love that shit. So anyways.
Yeah.
Inside the Killin the studio.
Yeah, so anytime I'm in creative mode, I kind of wear Ray-Bans when I'm seeing pictures, you know what I mean? I'm writing a lot. I wrote like 20 movies yesterday, like 2 days ago.
Sheesh.
You sound like Cat Williams, nigga. You wrote 20 movies yesterday?
Yeah.
Wait, no, 2 days. We said 2 days ago, right?
No, I'm been right. So, and it's not chat either.
What type of movies are these?
They're shorts though.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that makes sense.
I got one, man, called Tub Boss, man. Y'all gotta be in. One of y'all gotta be. You could be. Hey, you could be Tub Boss.
You look like a Tub Boss.
He just asked, who'd you tell? Real?
Yeah.
You said, if you got a spot, here go your spot.
Let me read.
Tub Boss, what's that about?
Yeah,
Can you say?
Yeah, I can
ask
say
that
it.
part.
Yeah, you need to know. We can't have him in anything, man.
As his representative.
Yeah, the representatives, yeah. This is killing it.
So
this ain't doing shit.
Tub Boss is dumb ass shit. Tub Boss, you never see his face really. You see his beard. You see everything.
We're
behind
out.
Sunglasses.
We gotta see. No, I'm joking. Go listen.
You might see shadows of him. Yeah, we gotta see. But he's in the tub. The whole series, bro. Shit crazy. That nigga making plays. Yo, meet me at hold on. That's how I write. I write like this. I do a stand up and then write it like I do stand up with my movies and then I write it in the film and see if it works. But this nigga's just like this, like, you know, it opens up. You see him. You know, you probably pan down, boom. You see what he watching on the news. You know, come down, the phone, close on the phone, boom. You know, he call, boom. Where y'all at? This is what I need y'all to do. There's a library. Don't make me laugh. On 33rd Street, the third book. Got 3. The code is 333. I need you to bring that brick to me. Don't fuck it up. Right? So you could be either 2 niggas. You could be the tub boss.
If it's 2 niggas in a tub, I'm out.
No, fuck no.
Okay.
Listen. He throwing plays out, right? So we cut to the 2 henchmen.
Okay, got it.
They some fucked up henchmen. They fuck up everything. I want 2 comedians, man. Like 2 comedians that's just fucking shit. Like what he say? He said 3-3. Like fuck. Like, and then this nigga start happening around them where they almost about to get fucking killed by this nigga because shit that happens that throws them off the mission.
He in the tub.
That nigga in the motherfucker, you never seen this nigga. You ever watch?
like Inspector Gadget, like
exactly. Exactly. That is exactly what I'm doing.
A Siamese cat.
Yep.
That dude got a rubber ducky.
Never see this
Is
nigga.
there a rubber ducky in the tub?
Anything.
Okay.
It's off. This type of shit is off.
Bubbles? Can we have bubbles?
Whatever.
In the tub?
You don't see this nigga.
It gotta be you ain't gave me the boss.
No, you see.
You just a nigga in the tub without the bubbles.
You see the rings.
Okay.
You see the gold. You see the whatever. But the comedy gonna come in was with the henchman. He's very serious. So if your ass is getting shot up or somebody is shooting around you, you know the tub you gonna fuck up what the tub boss said to do. So every episode he just sending niggas on these missions and they fucking them up.
Do he ever get out of the tub?
Never get out the goddamn. You see him get in the tub. You see the ladies washing him. You see the ladies, the hot strippers.
It's women now. We got some strippers.
Bro,
now, are you gonna pay him an additional fee for him having prune body?
He could be one of the henchmen.
He gonna get prunes though.
Well, when you say the strippers now want to be the tub boss, I was
But look, think about this. If you watching a short and it engages you, you're like, what's going on with this tub boss shit? Like it's called Tub Boss, right?
Oh yeah.
It ain't quite Tubi at all. Because it's so cinematically made.
It's Tubby.
It's Tubby, right? It's so cinematically made. But when you get engaged in this shit, now you involved in this fucking wormhole.
What happened? I know people watching this show like, what the fuck? What happens when someone doesn't carry out the mission? Like, what does Tub Boss do as their consequence? Do he splash in the tub?
Exactly. That's why you watching.
You never fell again.
No, think about that. You literally fell into my trap.
Okay.
Psychologically.
Okay.
What happens if these niggas don't do what he say?
So it's a series of these guys.
Oh, because it's a mini drama. So then next episode we see him.
$3.99. To be continued, nigga. $3.99.
Go to it.
You show up as just 2 more henchmen. We don't know what happened to them.
We never know.
Exactly.
What you got, lady? You got something left?
You see what I'm saying?
My question was to you. Obviously, you're in your creative flow, resume extensive. When was the first spark of like, yo, this is what I want to do, as opposed to, and nothing wrong with these jobs, as opposed to being a plumber or the lawyer. When was like, yo, entertainment, this is my voice?
I remember the first day I wanted to be a stand-up comic, because I wanted to be a stand-up comic before I wanted to be an actor. I was doing both in high school and in middle school. I'd started stand-up when I was 14 at a church competition that my dad did, a youth night, and I was always funny. I keep my family up at night just making them laugh, and then I was like, you know what? But my dad was a preacher, still is to this day, and I would watch him like be funny on the mic. I'm like, I want to like preach and talk in front of people, but I don't want to preach. I remember looking at the mic and my church, and it was like on a mic stand. I was like, I want to do comedy. And I would start listening to Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy. I was like 14. All these things. I had like a epiphany moment, you know, like I'm having with all these crazy ass movies like Tub Boston, Stranded, and this is what I really do, and all these crazy movies that I'm coming up with. They kind of just gets downloaded to me, and I just go, oh, let's do that. So then I'm at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna throw a talent show for the youth. So then I would do these little youth nights around church, different churches, and then I would like become the church comedian. You know, if anybody know about local, like Detroit, Chicago, everybody got that church comedian. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was definitely.
I was the
you
one.
was the church comedian.
Yeah, St. Pete.
No, we cussing and shit. It's crazy. We all. It's ridiculous. But I still do clean comedy. Like when I do church, I still can do churches. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I started cussing when I got to LA. No, I'm joking. No, I just was going and doing all these churches, and I met a guy named Horace H.B. Sanders that took me on the road for the first time. Took me to Yuck Yucks in Toronto. Never forget that moment. Then I went to Montreal Festival.
What age did you go to Montreal?
I was like 17.
Were you booked or you just went to see?
No, I would open for him. Shout out to Horace H.B. Sanders. Call me, man. We gotta do something, bro.
I'm about to say you ain't put him in shit. This nigga
No, because he disappeared.
Put him in. He should be top boss.
No, well, he won't do it because he's a Christian comedian. So we get these worlds that, and I'm not trying to do negative stuff. It's just like we gotta like, you know, everything I do, I really don't. I don't like negative. Like if you watch my content that I making a brand and, you know, chest out. These have a lighter tone to them.
He could be baptized boss. He the one that he dunked people down in the water to baptize them.
Oh my God!
You ain't do what I told you to do. Bless, nigga.
Yo, see, that's an opening though.
Okay.
You won't see the tub boss in the tub, but he's drowning somebody in the tub while you're on the phone. Shit like that. It's different openings like that. So thank you.
So back to
keep them coming, bro.
Hey,
With the side eye.
That's what I'm here for. Take it off.
No, but So yeah, man. So it just kept expanding. So I was really seasoned when I came out to LA.
Okay.
At 14 to 19. I came out 18, I turned 19. Came out for my winter break or spring break, and I said, Dad, instead of me going to Mexico and getting drunk, let me go to LA. I'm gonna sleep on my friend's couch. Shout out to Eddie Rubin. And then he got me at the Laugh Factory and got me a haha because I was killing. At Yuck Yuck, it was like a run. I did Yuck Yucks, Toronto, killed that night, went back to Detroit, killed at churches, came back. So I was so hot in what I was doing and so confident. And at 19, I looked 16. You see what I'm saying? Now that I'm 62, I look like 30. But so I always look younger. So when the agent saw me, I had a thing called Class Clown.
I remember that. You had a whole Teens of Comedy tour.
Yeah.
That's when I really first met, but it was in passing. In Atlanta, you, Lil JJ. But I'm listening to Corey Fernandez and Isaiah.
I was always self-generating a vision that would take me to somewhere where I had to go. So, and then when I got on that stage, I've never, and Finesse hates when I tell this story, but Finesse, I love you, bro.
Finesse Mitchell?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pay that invoice this week too. I'm sorry, I owe you some money. That's random. Shout out to Finesse. No, because we did some work together. That's a long story. Independent productions are hard. But that's what my lawyer called him. Did you? No.
Don't pay him yet.
No. It's, independent production. We found a better, and I can tell you guys about it later, financial model to doing business.
It's called not paying niggas.
No.
We found a better. Okay, I'm done.
No. It's tough, and it's tough because when you are doing your own stuff, investors can fall out. People can. It's so many things that can happen, And if we don't have the big bonds, and not yet, but we're learning how to scale up. But that's another story. But yeah, Finesse was kind of bullshitting that night. He's a very funny comedian.
He's a beast.
It's a beast, so don't get it twisted. He just did Saturday Night Live. He just made it that week, so everybody was actually coming to see him.
Oh.
Yeah, this is kind of God. This is how God works. Not like that, but
so that's why CAA was in the building that night.
And William Morris. And ICM, all of them was there.
All the wigs.
I got cards from all three of them. So Finesse was bullshitting that night, and he was like, "I don't gotta be funny. I'm just happy I made it on TV." And he kept saying, "I don't gotta be funny. Like shit, and he'll say a joke that was kind of funny, like, shit, I ain't got to be funny tonight, cause and then I was like, got him in my mind. Saw that, watched that. I was like, watch this. Boom. Imagine a raw version of me, never been in LA. I ain't scared of shit.
Yeah,
from
full
Detroit. Full
And
Detroit.
it's live in Chocolate Sunday.
Live.
I bet, yeah.
It was packed as fuck. I was like, man, I gotta be funny, man. I'm from Detroit. You know, I had the high pitched voice. I said, man, my mama got me in homeschool right now, man. She me know I'm left for homeschool. I said I hate it because the old joke. I said she had me taking my homeschool pictures yesterday. I was in a bathtub just like this, right? When I said that, the whole room went, ah. And I kept going, ah, ah. I'm the only white person and black person in a white neighborhood. Da, 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 ah. Just wild.
You're not coming off that run, so you can tell your timing is.
My timing was on point. And then Finesse was bullshitting. I'm hot right now. It was just perfect, like
Storm.
And then I get all these cards. I'm like, wait, I call my friend, like, what's Kai? What's Kai agency? what's CI, my ICM? I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. Are these big? That's how raw it was. William Morris, what the fuck? There's like, I said, which one should I take a meeting with? And he was like, bro, that's CAA, bro. What the fuck, man? I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So we drove up to CAA. She's like, we want to sign you. And I'm a junior agent. Her name was Elena DaCosta. Wow. And she signed me. And then she got fired. God is in control of everything. I don't care what nobody say. She got fired later on for some other stuff. She got let go. I went up the ladder and got a bigger agency because she got fired. So I kind of got shuffled up.
Wow.
Then I went to.
You got the white person treatment.
No, it was like cosmic because Nick Stein. Then I got Michael Kivas, and I started getting this power team. And with power team, I started talking like, look, man, Eddie Murphy ain't working right now. Y'all, Chris Tucker, he wants too much money. That's how I talk to them. I'd be like, look, let's go. We got to make another one. We got to do it like this. You know what I mean? Little did I know there was another man at another agency saying the same thing, and his name was Kevin Hart. I know, shit. Look, cut to Kevin like, look. Oh, no. Yeah, right? Yeah. I was like, so that's kind of how, that's kind of the backstory of it.
You have the story that random comics think that they gonna have when they move to LA. You're actually, it's you. And if there was somebody before you, okay, cool, fine, but you got to be the last one got that story. Because I ain't never even, because kind of what happened for Tucker with the Def Jam set happened for you in stand up and live in the room, which doesn't. Comics, I know you the funniest nigga in Tuscaloosa. I know, bro. You hilarious. But we were just talking about this last night. I don't know the world where you gonna come here and you gonna have this set and everybody gonna be like, ooh, when they hear your cell phone joke. Yeah. It's like, nigga, like now it's, what's that? It's like it happened for you and you only? Like,
I haven't heard come to,
because even Tiff's story is a different from that. It's also the factory, but it's like she was a factory bred, you know what I mean, comic.
But to make your point, like she was at the Laugh Factory since she was 15, and that didn't happen to her.
Right,
she took off because of Girls Trip.
Right,
you went to Chocolate Sundays your first night, right? That was your first time at the Laugh Factory.
At the Laugh Factory.
So she was there. That's the difference.
It was a first impression.
Now,
God did that.
What happened to you almost happened to me. I did Chocolate Sundays one night, and my agent had brought some people there. My commercial agent, like people from Mattel. You might have been there that night. So. You might have been there that night, and I had a good set. And then I went upstairs. They took me upstairs, and I went to people.
Upstairs.
Not the upstairs. Okay,
I got you.
The upstairs where the comics be at and stuff like that. So I went upstairs, and I'm talking to the people from Mattel and all this shit like this. And I remember having a thought, I'm having my Brandon T. Jackson moment. I remember having that thought. And then I went and had a meeting and nothing happened. And now I'm hosting Killin It. No, I did good. But I remember having that thought, I'm having my Brandon T. Jackson moment. Certain people I want to get like stories from, man. So I'm glad you shared like the Tropic Thunder and how you made it. The other thing that people don't know is before I starting Rush Hour, the TV series. Before I did that, you did that was on CBS. You did Beverly Hills Cop.
I've always paved the way for people what to do, what not to do.
You know what I used to always tell people when people used to hate on Brandon a lot, but they was mad because they weren't working and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
And I used to always tell people you need to be happy for Brandon's success, because if he's successful, they gonna want more of us.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, well, if I said he can't do every job.
Yeah.
So if he's filming Tropic Thunder and somebody else is doing a movie the same time period, they're gonna say, well, we need a Brandon T. Jackson type. Or we need a funny young black dude. So I'm like, y'all need to stop hating on. I used to tell comics that shit all the time.
Yeah.
But you did Beverly Hills Cop, the TV series.
Yeah.
But you did the pilot. Speak on how that came about, and I want you to talk about, like, it didn't get picked up. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
This is when I knew God was in control. I knew he was in control, but I kind of forgot with the bitches and all the craziness. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't nothing you can do about it. It's like, I remember the agency when we found out. Everyone's face was like, it was just so silent. You know what I mean?
You said when it did get picked up.
When it didn't.
But first,
okay, we did the pilot.
Yeah, how you got it first, and talk about that.
So, Eddie Murphy goes on 106 in Park. He's talking about remaking, rebooting Beverly Hills Cop. And I'm watching Eddie Murphy on the thing. He's like, who do you think could play the role? He's like, and Roxy said, Kevin Hart? He said, no, this new kid named Brandon T. Jackson. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the wow. I called my agent and was like, hey man, what's up with this? What, is this real? So it was whispers around. Hollywood does that. This is how you know there's something going on. They whisper it first. You start hearing it like, hey, I already gonna do this. I didn't sign a contract. Am I doing this? Like, you don't know. And then you start hearing the whispers about it. Just like y'all heard the whispers of me being crazy. In the times where I was wilding. But it was a whisper campaign going on behind my back that I guess I was going to be offered the role. And then, let alone, I was offered the role. And we developed it from scratch. And Eddie we'll go to Eddie's house. And I still got that picture of me and Eddie Murphy in his bowling alley. And it was just a great time. So I first met my wife. And, it was just amazing.
Met your wife
time.
at Eddie Murphy's house?
No, it was a season.
Oh.
It was like a season of hope and dreams that was so big. Like everything you want in Hollywood. You got the beautiful hot girl. You working with Eddie Murphy, and you about to make $5 million a year. Sorry, I don't know how much you was making on that.
No, we would like to talk that.
I did not make that on Rush Hour. That's for Dale show.
Yeah.
It wasn't no $5 million.
It just it went away in like 2 weeks after it didn't get picked up. The crazy thing is the pilot at the time, because it's dated now, at the time was really, really good. I think for TV. There's only so much on TV. You know that.
Yeah.
CBS have their standard conditions. I mean, you're trying to do something raw.
Got it.
It's tough to do something gritty and raw for CBS. And this one, they wasn't letting black people back on major,
That's a fact.
Like now it's cool. Now it's like,
fact.
we have to have a black show on every network.
Well, they're pulling back from that even.
Yeah, until they see the analytics, they'll be like, oh, pull it back, go, you know.
Because if it would have...
We made Tubi, we made
Fox,
Netflix.
WB.
They can't scale without us, our fan base. I think they know that by now. So you're always going to have the line, it's too many in. You can't kick that many out.
It's sad that we got to keep reminding them our value as African Americans. Because it's like, well, Fox was built off of that. Like a lot of networks was built off of like black content, but it's like we build up their companies and then they kick us off, and that's what they're gonna do with Tubi. So that's why every black person in the world, you might as well get on Tubi now. Because I could promise you in another 5 to 10 years, you're not going to see black shit on Tubi. Right. They go build this shit up and then they go kick niggas off. And I be telling people they relegate black people right now, currently.
These are words from Justin.
Yeah, no, it's the truth. Fuck them. Except the ones that's actually going to be an ally and is going to actually help.
No, what I'm saying is and I'm on saying is I do understand the regime at Tubi. far as the people who are aggregating.
Right. I wasn't just talking about Tubi. I was talking about all of Hollywood.
And I do believe they do have a sensitive spot for that market share. And they want it and they love it. It's one of those things, if you can expand out of it, but it's still their foundational base of, they don't want it as branding, but.
Now see, I've heard the head of Tubi is a woman talk about.
She's great. I love you.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
I know them having an African American audience was accidental. They wasn't targeting an African American audience. It was they realized the African American content was doing well on their platform, and then they say, okay, well, how can we start to super serve this community because they're helping? See,
there's a I won't say his name, but there is a guy who used to work with Fox. He's very well and very versed with black programming. So I think that business model was kind of intentional, because the numbers, and I think he built that. I don't want to say his name because I don't feel like getting not in trouble, but I just don't, some people that's behind the scenes don't want to be in front of the camera. So, but shout out to who you are. And I think that it was intentional that he aggregated black content, and I don't feel like it was anything like, I think that it was like, this is the only way we're going to make this network work right now, is to serve this data analytics, and this is the data we have from, this structure, and I think that was very non-racial in a way of, like, if I know that I got to go after the Latino market, and you see the numbers, and you've aggregated Latino markets.
Yeah, well, they know what's gonna help them, their business.
Yeah,
it's smart what you're doing. I mean, yeah, if you got a company and you see this community likes our shit,
but it was a heavy rev share model in the beginning.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, they made a lot of producers rich.
I want to be on Tubi. I mean, I done pitched to Tubi, so I fuck with Tubi.
You can be on Tubi.
My series is on Tubi now.
You can be on Tubi.
You said I could be on Tubi?
Yes, it's easy.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm planning on
like, bro, I got a distribution network. Distribution with them, so it's not hard. That's why I'm like, hey guys. He said it. No, I'm joking. Not me. I'm joking. No. Tubi's regime is dope.
I fuck with Tubi.
They're very great to work with, and very understanding to, like, market shares.
Let me ask you this: as far as your fan base, do you feel like, have they been sticking with you, or did you feel like?
I don't never know. I don't know. It's the algorithms be pushing people's eyeballs everywhere. I don't know.
Dig that. So let me ask you. So with that, being unsure with your fan base, how has your family been throughout your career? Being that they come from the, with the church background, stuff like that, have you felt support in that way, or?
Yeah, I have. I be cussing the movies, and you be at the church with Brother Johnson, like, hey man, that was a good movie. I'm like, I thought y'all ain't supposed to watch that. But yeah, I had a lot of support in Great Faith Ministry. Shout out to my families, and yeah, it's home. Like,
when's the last time you been back home?
I'm going back next week, like a couple months ago. I go back often. Go back as much as I can. I pray with my father every morning. So, we in prayer every morning. So
he's not the devil anymore, Brandon.
Who? No.
You pray with the devil?
No.
No,
my dad always been righteous, and I turn my back on my dad based off some teachings that I learned. But he's always been a righteous man, and I turned my back at the time when I was going through my truth exploration. I just wish truth is so, and knowledge should be more kept in the purity, because people get truth and then they mess the truth up with their intent to control.
What do you feel like Detroit how does it shape your comedy sensibilities? Because there's a lot of hilarious people from that.
I mean, come on, man. You got the church, the barbershop, the schools. That's community. You go up to the barbershop, you talking to your people. You go up to the school, you go on a date, take a girl to Coney Island, take her to church, you know what I'm saying? Kiss her in the back of the church and be like, oh, we should be doing this. And the youth trips we used to go to and hook up in the back of the bus and, pray to God that I'm sorry that I'm doing this. And
You was fucking in the back of the church?
No, I mean every you know every dude that did the whole hookup in the back of the bus. Yeah, that's like see.
That's a good old.
That's why we all funny because we had those experiences of humble experiences of just community of our community. Our community is the, you know, that, and that's why I think that no matter how big I get, when people start to talk to me, they go, "Wait, man, that nigga regular." You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that throws people off. They expect me to be. There is a side of me that's pretentious.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I would say you have been 100 with me. You somebody. You have your toe on Hollywood, but you've never like went all the way. At least with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how niggas can get Hollywood. Like they can switch up. Like Brandon, he have his moments where it's like, bruh. But you see, he here today.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He pulled up.
You got a little. You know, you gotta dance a little bit. You know what I mean?
I mean, your presence, even being with us today, it changes things. Because you know, as we've been growing this, one of the conversation has been like, listen, if done correctly, it's like we're gonna do the work. We're gonna make sure it looks the way. We're gonna put the work in and make sure the numbers is right, so on and so forth. But if you help us build now, when the next thing drops, that's where it all helps itself, as opposed to getting on the plane. I gotta go do the Breakfast Club over there. I gotta go do Joe Budden. It's like, no, we should have. It's LA, you guys. I say we should have some things here. Yeah, where you know you can have the conversation. So
how you guys rolling this out? I know it's already out. How you just roll it out on IG?
Everything, IG, YouTube. So we drop full episodes on YouTube every Tuesday. We post clips every day on Instagram.
I got some hacks for y'all, man. Y'all got to come by the content house, man.
Yeah, I would love to.
I got to come by BTJ Inc., man. I got some hacks for y'all, man. But I can't. It ain't for everybody.
What part of the city are you guys at?
We got a couple. We got some downtown, some in. I don't want to tell everybody where I'm at, to be honest. But
okay.
We'll talk off
the.
We got a game on this show called Kill It or Let Live. Okay. I'm gonna throw out a topic. We gonna throw out a topic.
This is really JT game. We just support because we're brothers.
It's your game.
Kill it or let. So I'm gonna throw out a topic. You gonna say whether we should kill it, you're not messing with it, or let it live. It's all good.
You get me in trouble, man.
All right, kill it or let it live.
Say, all right, go right into it.
all right now.
Kill it or let live. Responding to negative comments on social media.
I'll kill it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I'm so happy to say I don't give a fuck what you think about me on social media. I can care the fuck less. I can care less until I read the comments.
Not to stop you up, do you feel some of that not caring, did that help work for you during that whole spiritual?
Yeah, I didn't give a. You can't go no lower than not having any money and dirt and God in a robe. It's like, you can't go no lower than that. So anything you say about me in a pretentious manner, it won't mean anything to me.
Because you're already over there.
I had to face God and man face to face, not like that, but like with nothing.
Right.
And everybody's turned their back against me because I was so extreme with it, but I was feeling it was something real. So no kid on the internet. I've had people give you messages and I respond to DM me, hey man, I'm a big fan, man. I'm sorry for saying. They're like, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
They're just kids, man.
All right. Kill it. I just thought of this one. Kill it.
Oh, shit.
Kill it or let live. I know that was a little warm-up one.
Yeah, I know. Oh, my God.
That was the one to get you lubed up. Kill it or let live. Being the star of every blockbuster movie for the rest of your life, but you got to wear a dress and participate at a Diddy party.
Oh, come on, you already know what that is. Kill it. It's like ridiculous. I think I already killed that, right?
Big dead.
All right. Kill it or let live. Hook it up with white women on Juneteenth.
I don't know.
It's your friend.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna fuck with him. Let live.
Let that one live. Yeah, baby. We gotta like the white women. We gotta let that live.
I'm just gonna do that just to get trolled.
Kill it or let live. You get to experience time travel, but before you get to explore, You have to witness the night your parents conceived you.
Oh, bro, you know that's Killin. Fuck that. I feel like I should have sunglasses on with this conversation. No, for real, I feel this is a... Now I'm here.
I don't know either.
Now I'm here. I love it though. Keep going.
I've checked out. I've checked out.
I love this. I love it.
He still got one more season of, Raising Kanan. He's like, I can't participate in this.
Stupid.
All right, okay.
I'm gonna think Tom Cruise laughing with these sunglasses.
I know, right?
Okay. Here, fine. We got
Most Hollywood laugh you could do.
We got one.
Let's go.
Kill it or let live. Eat an ass. I'm joking.
Come on, man.
I'm joking. Kill it or let live. People constantly sending you reels in your DMs.
Oh, let live. It's annoying, but let it live.
Okay.
Let it live.
Okay.
Does your girl do that? Like, would they do that?
You know what? My wife actually has really good taste. She only sends me something if it's really funny.
Okay.
And it's rare too. She don't.
Nah, I get sent all the 12 signs you're not a good husband. Them shit. I'm like,
You see, this is so interesting.
God, I hate them.
Kill it or let live. Letting your lady go on vacation with her friends, but she says she's not taking her cell phone.
Man, fuck that shit. Kill that. Kill that.
The real Brady came out right there. Like,
Hey, what?
put the jokes down.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
All right.
Girls' trips are cool, but that's just
It's hilarious.
Now for that one.
So I normally do top fives, man. But with you, I want to ask something more specific. Do you feel like you've created? I kind of already know the part, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Do you feel like you've created your magnum opus, or do you know the role that you want to do that to show the world the full range of?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
It's great. I don't feel like I haven't showed my full range of film. I can say that.
We didn't even talk about damn
Lottery
lottery
ticket.
ticket in the rooftop.
Yeah.
But I mean, just that.
I mean, I was
alone.
trying to win an Oscar at the B movie. I was like, I'm gonna win an Oscar. No, I have not shown my full range in film at all. I don't even know if I can. I got an idea of what I want to, that I'm writing, that I want to play. That is a full form film. That if I said it, I'm not gonna say it because people try to take it. Like, why don't I think of that? But it would definitely show more range of where I need to be.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I haven't done it yet.
You have a full understanding of this business from aspects and understands that nobody does. You're killing it in every way that you want. What does it look like for you? Because you've been at the mountaintop, you've been down in the dirt with the people,
right.
you didn't climb back up, decided on if I want to go back up there or not. So what does it look like for you? You got a production company? Is it behind the scenes? Are you
I don't know.
directing?
Let's
It's like,
level it off. I don't know. I think I'm moving into the kind of like a Brandon T. Jackson film or a Brandon T. Jackson Presents mode right now. I don't have to be in everything. I'll probably make cameos and things like Tyler Perry does, but I think I'm moving more into a movie mogul mode where I want to see other people win and give them kind of the sauce that I see and, play in those worlds. Stiller really did a real big impression on me where, he's directing like some of the highest movies it's like dramas right now. Severance is like directed by Ben Stiller is a Stiller film. So I kind of want to go into that lane of producing and directing, and this is a Brandon T. Jackson film, a vision of I want to see what I can envision without the red tape. So
see, just now I gotta ask. It was top 5 comedic actors, but I had skipped it because I was like, but now I realized how many times how elevated you speak of Stiller. So I was like, it was top 5 comedic actors.
Yeah, his formula for the way he does things, I understand that, like his structure of visually seeing the vision and executing it on all levels of art. People will probably fight me on this, but Stiller's up there with Spielberg with directing. I really think he is.
I'm not gonna debate that.
Yeah, he's up there with Spielberg.
Man, let people know where they can find you at on social media.
At Brandon T. Jackson. Stay tuned. We got a lot of great things. Tub Boss. Coming soon.
Starring
BT Kingsley.
Listen, bitch.
Yes. Yo, man, appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, let us know your favorite sections, portions of the show. Yeah, and we've been your hosts, Justin Hires.
London Brown.
BT Kingsley.
And the one and only
Brandon T. Jackson. Love you guys so much. Let's
Brandon
go.
T. Jackson.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're doing it round chill.
Love y'all.